Hello Earth, welcome to episode 35 of season 3 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I recommend you check out github.com/autocolonel/cell to understand what this is about. I'm pasting now the link here in the description of the video. So I did a bit of soul searching over the weekend and decided that I was too focused in the implementation and not enough on how the language should look in terms of like how do you actually make the calls and how those expand. So like I should have been focusing more on the important parts and let the implementation follow from there rather than trying to achieve some sort of elegance in implementation but still with doubts about how the language really looks. So I'm going to be focusing on that. I was already rewriting the tests, and I think that was actually quite liberating last session. And I'm going to continue on that line right now, because also there are not that many tests that I wrote, and they're quite comprehensive. And if I didn't cover something, great, I will just find out quickly. So I'm looking at the tests here that I wrote. I think we're all running, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, and I have double references here. I remember this as well. Because we had like two references side by side. I remember doing that. I need to look at this a bit more slowly. So we start with this. We'll have this. So this is basically put a reference and then update and make sure that the reference quantity is still updated. Perfect. And when you override the value, it's still the same. When you reference something that doesn't exist, you get an empty text. But the reference is still there, so you don't lose it. This is interesting because you have indirect users counter, so it's side by side. These two references side by side. Okay, so that one is there. Perfect. So now let's just look at the following one. And I think I could benefit by going faster as well. So I will focus on that too. Yeah, so was doing the calls here in to here to respond. I did all of this already, so I can comment it out here to give me an idea of where I am. If I put something wrong here, it will still stop, right? Yeah, exactly. So we're still running everything, good. I need a better example or variable here. This is an interesting one. because it's a reference to a reference. So I can do it like the drawer, and we can make it a bit more interesting. Inside the drawer, there's a sock. So it should be here. The drawer has a sock inside. And the closet has a drawer inside. And the house has a closet inside. I would like this to be, I guess the closet has a sock. The house has a room, and the room has a closet. I can do it like this. So if I get everything, I'm gonna get closet is sock. And then the house is gonna be, it's gonna bring me equal sock. This at is gonna be, this is gonna be at room. No, I'm missing something here. It's this one, right? The room gives you, no, I'm losing it. I'm still not capable of doing this. Oh, did I break it? Interesting. Wow, I sent it into an infinite recursion. I wasn't intending that. If I do that, okay. So if I do that, oh, so it's both. Closet sock, room closet, house room. How is this not the same as the other one? I don't get it. Let's change the music one sec. Chameleons. Yes. Perfect. So the test was, let's first write the test as it was before. So I'm putting what? Yo yip and yip is at foo, and foo is bar, right? Yeah. this yields it would yield foo bar yip equals bar yip at foo yo bar oh yeah, that's how you do it. So you expand first the one on the right, of course, and then the one on the left. So I like to be disabused of y. Actually, I don't need that. I need to get rid of that stuff. How am I not getting everything? Putting, I should put with a P, right? Oh, with a V, of course. Although technically you don't need that. Heap is full. So what is your problem? I said add yip. I was missing that, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, there, it's working. Okay, now we do the equivalent, right? It would be foo. If we just go over the graph of dependencies, it will be, I love that I can just write this stuff and it's still valid. It would be bar foo yip yo. That's the, so yo ends up being equals to bar. Yeah. Yip ends up being equal to bar. Here, by the way, I'm writing this wrong. It should be like this. Should be no repetition there. There, that's the proper way to write it. So here it will be something like sock closet room house. I need to not lose this test. That was breaking things. It's a very valuable development. This stuff is from the last sequence. Yeah, I had a couple of things that I had written down in the meantime. Let's just type them now. When I started with 2, let's just see, they should be 3, not 2. Should be. Yeah, let's just fix that quickly. Yes. Oh, we're writing quite a bit, huh? Yeah, already. No, come on. Okay, I fixed it. Perfect. What do I have for here? I'm a bit, it's okay. Okay, we're good. I fixed them. So I was thinking that when we make HTTP requests, we can have a section of the data space dedicated to calls that are in flight. So your variable references that part of that data space that is in flight. When the request ends, the result is put there and then it propagates to your variable. I think that's very elegant. And the implementation node, the jumper on equals requires a value path. You cannot just pass a straight reference, a straight path to cell do or cell if. I'm not so sure about that though. So what I wanted to say was this one. What? Now it works. Ah. No. This sends cell onto a crash. But this doesn't, despite looking the same to me. Maybe it's the order in which I said it. No, because it's now wiped as well. Let me even remove this stuff. That's just to hold. Why? Foo bar is sock. Foo is closet. Yip is what? Yip is the room. And yo is house. To simplify even further, we could do so basically it would be B C D C sorry B A D C C B, right? That's what it is. Okay, in any case we have a crash and it's valuable. 1492. path, context path, target path, value path, something like this. So where is the cycle here? This is the old implementation, mind you. Actually, we can just look at the results here. What do we do? Actually, they would be even interesting. Oh, it's this one. Closet sock. I go to the first one. I'm trying to see how long it takes to get to I wouldn't know. Let's just follow this. So this is the how it gets stuck. These are the puts. That come from cell respond. We start by setting house to closets. Why? Because house equals takes you to add closet. That's correct. Then we set house equals to sock because that's what closet references. We set again house equal to closet. So we are undoing what we just did. How is this not the case in the other example? In any case, better to fix it here. Perhaps it is a matter of order of execution because of how things are spelled. by position. So this is 1. Sock is definitely what? It's the last one, right? Foo would be the second one. Closet would be the first one. Yeah, I can see how this could make a difference. Yip is the third one. This is the fourth one. This is the third one. This is the second one. Notice how these are in order. These are not. It's 1, 3, 2. Closet room house. If I said something like instead of a room, I would say loom. I think it might work. Yes. Yes. The order affects it. Yes, and that's why it's a more valuable example, because it breaks it. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. I need to go full into the language, make the language really work and sort out the difficult parts. We did this with the parsing and the multi-space, but we need to do more. So this is exactly what I meant by understanding what the hell is going on. So you start with this structure. When sorted, we do pretty we can do get like this. More detail. So I have this room closets. It's interesting that room closet is not even expanded. That's why, perhaps the reason. Interesting that we cannot even expand room response to room closet. We haven't even made it there and we are stuck. If this had a value, would it be different? Yeah, because I'm making a call to add closet and that just yields nothing. Oh, wait. No, here, this brings the reference. And it should also resolve it, right? Just brought it, but it's still not expanded. Like this would be the definitive one. This would be the end one. This is what I'm expecting. Why am I putting now house equals to closets? And if we had this one, let me just change this to something else so it doesn't get run. You start with this. So you said yip equals to bar. Yeah, and then you get the final thing. It's just yeah, in that case it just expands. Look, the one that the double equals is below, whereas in my example, now the double equals are on the bottom one. It is the one that is executed later. Why is this wrong? I need to do it manually. I would basically sort it out like that. Yeah, where do we start? The first one would be basically BA DCCV. And the second one is, I think it's BA CV, right? No, it's also DC, right? BA DC CB. right? Foo bar, that's the same. House is yo, house. Ah, silly. But this, but the second one is sorted automatically to this. That's a mystery solved. So it really is like this. The order matters. Unfold manually. No, it's not unfolding, it's respond manually. So if I start with this again, house at room, and then it would be room at closet. Already sorted. So then closet sock, expand the second path. House equals, right? Because that's the value. Room set third, expand second, new second path. Closet gives me sock. This stays there. Oh, I get it. I think I get it. I'm not sure. I'm kind of get it. So we actually get here. So what's going on? Here's the crucial bit. We should now move to expanding the fifth and last path. So I'm setting house again to what? What happened? What did I break? The message must be text. Why is it so cryptic? I don't get it. It's not a response, it's a call, silly. Perfect. Where are my logs? And then I'm setting house equals to closet. We should do this now. Consider that house equals closet has the correct value equals sock. However, we instead determine that the correct value for house equals should be, and here's the error, add closet. Why we consider that it should be add closet and not sock? Because add room add, sorry, still didn't have its value expanded because we didn't get there yet. So, is it really the case? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have that value yet. We assume that the value should be there already. How do we know that we are in the right and that value is still not expanded? The telltale is that add closet has nothing on top of it. It has no equal. It should always have an equal, so we can make it so that if there's no equal on top of a call, we do not consider that value. This is as tough as it's been, but we try to do all of this stuff here, right? And you will not get anything, right? But we don't hit this situation. See how it's iterating sock and at closet. Sock at closet. Current value is sock, sure. Current value is at sock, closet. So what we could do something like if current value 0 and current value 0 is an at, CV is nowhere. I missed. Add closet, right? And 0, 0, silly. If we find a reference that is a call that is not resolved yet, and we know this because there's should be an equal on top of it as a previous path, we do not reference it yet. We will do it later. When it is responded, basically I can just return here, right? And I think that works. Yeah, it works. Yep. Wow, that's an interesting one. Honestly, we need to clean up this stuff. Just put it here. Okay, it seems to work quite well. Let's clean up. this is the draft that I'm throwing away. Let's add the assertions here. Make a reference to a reference in order BA DC CV. Yeah, I love this syntax. Cleanup time. And I'm going to fix the annotated code, source code, I mean. This one I can leave for a bit, I think. Okay, that's what is not passing. Good. Let's fix that too. Yeah, I'm forgetting about a room closet, right? Closet which yields sock. Yes. And to wipe. Yes, sock is not this closet silly here. And this is room, right? Oh, that's correct. Equals sock, add closet. Ah, interesting, look at this. We got an add room here, but that's completely correct because the first one, every equal comes with an add. Because house indeed is room. Now yes. Right? Yeah, now I have an issue here with the assertions. What's the issue here? This looks correct. I cannot wipe here, silly. Good. Great. So let's just use the energy to do the annotated. So pretty, if I remember correctly, we still have no annotated source code, right? It's like an unofficial sort of. Yeah, so we just go to cell response and look at the diff. Yeah, so this one. Current value. That I could really call it prefix path, right? But that's really just a prefix. I call it a prefix. We did in the case of an argument, we will only need now for the interesting bit. Yep, that the current value is a call that has not been responded to yet. We will ignore its current value. How would we know this? If it is a call, because it has one and it doesn't have an equal as the first step of the first path, we know it hasn't been responded to yet. This is useful, necessary, when we are trying to respond to a call to a call, and the inner call hasn't been responded to yet. So it works. So how that change here? It's in native, don't matter that much. Yeah, way better. Nope. Nice. I have a test for this with the tag. No, it's the other one. It's wait. Yep. All right. I'm actually very happy with how we dealt with this. Who would have thought that going to the data was the solution? Okay, let's keep on pouring tests. Today we're definitely committing. This one we can make it incremental, right? I am in love with for text. And I don't think it's because I came up with it. I think it's because of my experience using it. Oh, yep. What is the problem here? If I have this, it works, right? Oops. Yeah. Yeah, it's still running, right? Yeah, it's still running, so there's no problem here. Isn't it yip is full? No, it's yip is yeah, that's the reference we need. Is it overwriting everything? That's just silly. Am I really overwriting everything when I do it like that? Oof. Well, the good thing is I wouldn't need to wipe. But that's definitely not the intention at all. I I'm amazed how we keep on finding stuff. I guess in the left side is empty. I would do something like this. Yeah, it will get rid of everything. That clearly is not the idea. But then you could do inconsistent stuff. No, because you still run validator afterwards. Ah. Make an exception if left side is empty. In that case, we leave the paths as they exist. We generate any inconsistencies, we'll detect them later when validating. Actually, we can make it like this. If left side length how did I break everything here? Okay, there it works. Why can I do this? Because I need to concatenate the, you know what? I don't care about efficiency here anyway. Yeah. Well, honestly, it's a little bit more work. Now, album though should be stopping anytime soon. But or maybe this one. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna need it like this. I'm silly because I can do this. No, I didn't need concatenation, right? Yeah, because I don't have them in the data space. Yeah. Brilliant. And this is already tested. How much we have? We have, oh, I'm really looking forward to this stuff here. It was a parsing error that got me dizzy. So objectively, well, not objectively, but like we cover all this. We didn't cover the put test yet because I was thinking they were a bit too boring, but I didn't know what I was saying. But the idea is to keep on going, really go through all this hard but very rewarding work of porting the tests, understanding exceptions, and really explaining, unfolding the language. Yeah, this is definitely it. And this, even without syntax highlighting, works way better because you can see it. Okay, I'm gonna commit, and then I'll continue next session. Thank you for watching.